Yes, this is the GWM Haval stand. Great Wall Motors, the whole group. Don't know, I've got to find our group again, but we'll catch up with them in a second or two. But look at the crowds here, look at what's going on. We're supposed to go straight into a press conference now, so you'll see that next.
就是在不增加成本和重要的同时，让消费者获得更高的安全体验和更高的价格。在整个过程当中，我们尝试过很多方案，但都无法在安全体验。
H7 plug-in hybrid. Yeah, look over here. So we've just had the H7 on test, you know that? And this is a plug-in hybrid version. Just check that screen over there. I mean, that tells you everything, doesn't it? The size of the screen. Just looking great. Few changes. The air vents are a little bit different to the one I've had on test a few days ago, but you can see definitely what I think it is. Haval's H7, yes, we know it. I've tested it very recently. But this one here, of course, is the HEV, the hybrid, which is coming to South Africa. It was announced at the official South African launch, but it hasn't arrived yet. But I'm told reliably they're going to be in South Africa very, very soon. I've just been given some inside info. But just come take a look at the inside of this car. I'm not 100% sure we're going to get this interior spec, as in the color and things like that. But this looks incredible. And I'm still totally and utterly blown away by the screen. As I've said before, that's not an infotainment screen in a car. You're taking your home TV along with you when you travel. That's what it feels like to me. But hang on, I've got to do something because I'm here. So let's just come around to the boot. Yeah, we all know I've done it before. But first Shanghai Motor Show Allen test. Let's do it. Floyd, you've got the camera. Close the boot. Officially rated as a 2 Allen boot in the H7. I agree. 2 Allen boot. That's what I told you. And that's what it is. That's an official rating. Let me out, please. H7, you know it. Wait for the hybrid coming to South Africa anytime now. Another conference about to start. The Tank 700. Yeah, look at it. Big, bold, brash. And it's going to be tough as nails, I can guarantee you that. And then look at this over here. P-Series, obviously a P500 as well. But just look at it. Big. The Haval H9, look at that. Look at those big wheels over there. They look great. It's a big, bold, tough vehicle. This one's kitted out for off-roading. You can see overlanding, anything of that type, anything you want. Even got the steps up the side over here. It's big. It's got the spare wheel, of course, on the boot over there, which is a nice feature. And let's just open the back over here. I can't climb in and film, but I can tell you now, this is about a 3 Allen boot. 5-seater only, but look at the size of the luggage compartment over there. Yeah, without getting in, 3 Allen rating all day. This is the H9. I understand it is coming to South Africa soon. And, you know, that is what gets done to you over here. Nobody cares. They just do their thing. And they're more important than you are. The GWM luxury brand known as Way. You can't miss that grill over there. This is one of their MPVs. Just take a look at this. I say luxury, you'll see what I mean by luxury. Look at this interior. Look at the screens over there. 3 screens across, as you can see. Massive, massive screens. But it's also about these captain's chairs in the back. And I think I saw something just now that is pretty special about these chairs. We'll actually have a look at it a bit later on. And just watch in the footage, you'll see something else. Okay, this is the Way MPV, but it's got something really special about it. Talk about relaxed. Talk about taking life easy. Because, watch this. First of all, I can sit back and relax, but I hope it's taking me inside. I mean, this is what's called the luxury life. It's called taking life easy. It's called living. Come all the way to China just to experience this. I think we need these in South Africa. Quite honestly, no, and I'm not infirm, I'm not that old that I need this assistance. It's just called taking it easy. It really is. There you go. It takes you, and as they would say in the classics, James, drive me home, please. Because I'm ready to go. And this looks like something out of a sci-fi movie. Quite honestly, just take a look at this. Talk about the future of mobility, the future of cars. This has to be top of that list. This is the little Aura, the full electric from GWM, the electric brand, of course. But what would life be without the Allen test? You've seen the similar models in South Africa. I think I probably did the Allen test in it, but let's go and have a look quickly. It's a very high sill for me to get into and over, but let's have a look quickly. Come. It's a pretty small boot, you can see that. But the official Allen test, this is only going to rate as a half Allen boot. I'm sorry to tell you, it is pretty small, but you can drop the seats if you need to. You can do that, it's not a problem. But official rating, half Allen boot.
This shape may be very, very familiar to you, although there are a couple of differences to it, as I've said, because the shape is the same, but it's a four-door, which is unusual. And look at this long, large hatch it's got at the back. But looking at a car like this wouldn't be the same without the Allen test, would it? Now, the boot space is pretty deep going back, but you can also see how steep, how sharp the slope is on that rear hatch, which is going to limit the boot space very, very badly. I can tell you that much. But it's not going to stop me, is it? You know that for sure. So what do I think? What kind of Allen rating is this model from Aura going to get? Well, I would say it's about a 3/4 Allen. No more, 3/4 Allen rating. Just found another model on the Aura stand that kind of looks a bit familiar, doesn't it? But I don't want to harp too much on that. You just look at the four-door shape. You look at the long sloping rear end with that spoiler that pops up over there. But life wouldn't be the same without an Allen test, would it? So let's have a look. Look at that very narrow aperture over there that I've got to really duck down to get into. But it's also very, very deep over there. There's a long way back that boot space goes. So I'm pretty comfortable in there, actually. And I think this has to rate as about a 1.25 to 1.5 Allen boot, in fact. It's bigger than it looks. It's bigger than I thought. And I've got to tell you that this model may look familiar from others, but let's give it that Allen rating and fine.
The new technology, the new drivetrain technology that they brought in, HI4, HI4Z, and T over there. Different technologies, different drivetrains, but all of them with different types of hybrid, because they're all about hybrid. At the show, everything is about hybrids, and they've been telling us, and in the conference, they mentioned hybrid technology and all-wheel drive with it as well, I think, in most of them. So I think all their hybrids are going to have all-wheel drive. That's something that they stressed to us in the conference. And this is how the influencers do it in China. That's how they do it. Yeah, it looks a bit weird to us, but it's their way.